Hello. So, I actually have the house all to myself and it's nice and quiet. And I have a brand new box to open for you guys. This is called Bulu box. I believe I got a really great deal around Black Friday. Got a lot of Black Friday subscription box deals through Plum District. Plum District is a great site for finding bargains. And you can get the coupons right through Plum District. And I believe this was $20 for 2 months worth on Bulu box. Bulu box is a wellness box. I haven't yet found a wellness box that I love, so I wanted to try Bulu box and see if I would like this one. It says, "Make today ridiculously awesome." Their box is really cute. "Do something today your future self will thank you for. Go the extra mile, it's never crowded. You can brighten someone else's path without lighting your own." Oh, you can't brighten someone else's path without lighting your own. I am a big proponent of that. You need to take care of yourself to be good to anybody else in your life. "It's always too early to quit. The difference between try and triumph is a little oomph." I like that. These are all so cute. "Find your comfort zone, then leave it." And woohoo, which is one of my catchphrases. So this is Bulu box. Let's see what's inside. Bulu box. It's got a few envelopes on top. And the first is about last minute holiday shopping. And it gives a couple of coupons on different supplements and a weight loss kit. Let's see. Bulu box, a feel-good discovery. Oh, and this tells you everything that's in this box. So I'll go through this with you guys. But it talks about each item, which is nice. I always like the extra information that I get with these boxes. I want to learn a little bit about the products. I don't want to just test them. Losing weight or building muscle, get measurable results with VitaGoods. Save now on Bluetooth Smart Digital Body Analyzer from VitaGoods. So it looks like it's basically a scale. Or it's an app. Let's see. Special offer for Bulu box subscribers. Your health is in your hands. Like I've mentioned, for my weight loss, I use a free website called FitDay, which helps me to calculate my calories, and I think it does a really good job, and it makes it really easy. So if I type in apple, it calculates the calories for an apple, and it gives me options on small, medium, or large, and it's, especially because I eat most of the same things most days, I can just go to my recent foods and just pick those again. It came with this little card, which is awfully pretty, and it's got a nice little seal on the back. So as you can tell, I haven't opened this yet, so let's open it up. It's not easy to open up. Oh, it's like really glued on there. Alright, I'm just going to rip it to shreds. Oh, I've gotten this before. So I got this in my clutch box, I think. Uber Lux, you are entitled to 1 month of iDabble membership package worth 5 requests. So this is a like a personal assistant type. Yeah, this is a personal assistant type system or service where you can put in requests and they will find information for you. So find fall festivals, research venue for client meeting, that kind of stuff. So that's cute. I can't particularly think of anything I need it for right now, but I'm going to try and think about it. I think this is good for a month. So then let's get to the products that are in my Bulu box. It's weird. I think everything shifted because the tissue paper is only on 1/2. So let's see. The first item in here is Blucitin. And it says clinically proven brain and liver protection, restores mental clarity, promotes alcohol metabolism, protects against hangovers. Every time you drink. Patent pending. They're chewable tablets. So let's see what it says about this. Blucitin. Cheers to the New Year's without fear. Blucitin is designed to protect, restore, and rejuvenate your body from the negative impact of alcohol. Pick up a box today and celebrate this holiday season without negative side effects. Okay, so my question is, do you take this before you drink or after you drink? Adults take 1 to 2 chewable tablets before and or during alcohol consumption. For hangover protection, take an additional 2 tablets following consumption of alcohol. Well, that's good. Except I never really drink heavily anymore. Like, my big drinking night is once a month. I go on my wine tasting dinner, and they give you 3 to 4 glasses of wine, but they're half glasses of what a normal 5 ounce. I think 5 ounces standard, 5 or 6 ounces standard for a wine glass, and they give you half of that. So I actually get maybe 1.5 to 2 glasses of wine, and we sit there for sometimes 3 hours. It's a long process. They talk a lot about the wines and the food, and I love it. But 2 glasses of wine makes me a little bit tipsy, but not so much that I can't drive home after 3 hours, and that's about as much as I drink on any given night. I don't go out partying anymore because I have a small child at home, so even if I was able to go out while he was sleeping, I would have to take care of him the next day, and the idea of being hungover and tired while I have to take care of him and often work, because I work from home, does not appeal to me. I did my partying. I'm old now. I'll go back to partying once he's over 18. So the next 2 items in here is Me Strength. There's 2 of these in here, and they say live elated, electrolytes and creatine for endurance and power. Let's see what it says about these. Ready to set your next personal record? Hydration and strength are paired in one clean drink, made with 5 electrolytes and 5 grams of creatine and 0 carbs, calories, sugars, or caffeine. Take Me Strength before and after your workouts. I'll probably give this to my husband because he runs, and he might want this after his run. The only thing I really know about creatine is when I worked in substance abuse, I ran rehab facilities for a while, and when I was just out of my social work master's program, that's what I did for many years, and I loved working in that field. And I know that when the guys in my program, I mostly worked with men. I worked with some women later, but for the first 3 years, I actually exclusively worked with men. I lived in, well, I didn't live. I worked in the YMCA where the men lived, and I ran a program out of there. And whenever they would test positive for cocaine, they would try to tell me that it was the creatine that they were taking for bodybuilding, because there had been a rumor going around, and it may be true that if you're taking boatloads of creatine that you could test positive for cocaine. But you'd really have, it's like saying that I ate a poppy seed muffin and that's why I tested positive for heroin. You would have to eat so much poppy seed. Like, you would have to sit down with a bag of poppy seeds and just eat them with a spoon for hours to take enough poppy seeds to test positive for heroin. And I think it's pretty much the same thing for creatine. Like, though if you want an excuse, if you're going to test positive, you want to excuse, people who don't know might say, okay, you know. But yeah, you would have to take a whole boatload of creatine to test positive. But it must have some kind of similar chemical makeup to cocaine, which makes me a little bit nervous. But I doubt there's that much in here. So it's probably fine for my husband. Again, I wouldn't give it to my son. And if my husband starts acting crazy, I won't let him take the other one. I don't even know if he'll take it. We don't do a lot with supplements around here. We read a lot of health information in my house, and basically right now in the news, if you're paying any attention to it, they're just going up and down about even vitamins, like even multivitamins. One day they'll tell you that you have to take multivitamins, and then the next day they'll say they have no effect, and then the next day they'll say that you have higher rates of cancer if you take multivitamins. So right now we're kind of holding off on the supplement front, because if vitamins can have that kind of effect, they don't test most of these supplements at all. The companies themselves may test them, but I don't trust that. So I don't take a lot of supplements. I may test out these ones that I get in the mail, but I'm probably not going to go out and buy a whole bunch of supplements. It's been one of the reasons why, as much as I am all about wellness and trying to take care of myself and trying to take care of my health, I haven't been very into a lot of these wellness boxes because they're mostly these supplements, and that's just not my thing. So we'll see. I think I have at least 2 months of Bulu box coming, so we'll see how much I like it. The next thing is Omega Swirl. This is one supplement that I actually am interested in. It is omega-3 fish oil. I do believe in omega-3s and fish oil. I've had bad experiences with taking fish oil pills in the past with just really nasty aftertaste. I do believe in that, and I do believe in vitamin D. I do take vitamin D, and I do in the winter. I wear sunscreen on my face all the time, but I don't wear it on my hands, and I try and get outside, not for really long periods of time, but I think it's only about 15 minutes of sunlight that you need to get the vitamin D you need for the day. So especially since I live somewhere that's relatively warm, I mean, I need to wear a jacket in the winter, but it doesn't snow much. And like this weekend, it's the week before Christmas, and we're going to have 70-degree weather on Sunday, which happens here pretty regularly. We get like random weeks where it's toasty warm in the middle of winter. So I'm going to get outside and get some sun, and I try to do that for my son too. I took my son to the pediatrician today, and he said the only vitamin he would really recommend is vitamin D, because we just don't get enough of it. And I listened to Zorba Pastor on Your Health on NPR. I actually listen to it on the computer because I don't get his show here. And Zorba Pastor is a doctor, and he talks about health advice, and one of the few things he really recommends is vitamin D, one of the few supplements. So the fact that he's a doctor and he recommends it, and he doesn't recommend a million other supplements, I kind of buy that, although I don't usually take it in the summer. So back to my unboxing. So this is the Omega Swirl Mango Peach. Treat yourself to a delicious alternative to omega-3 pills. Omega-3s have shown to support energy, heart health, weight loss, and healthy hair, skin, and nails. Get yours with Barley and Omega Swirl. Well, I'm excited to try this. Again, I don't know how much you can actually tell from one serving if it's really going to help you health-wise, but I think if you want to take fish oil, and like me has had kind of a bad experience with fish oil, I can at least tell from one serving if this is nasty or not. But yeah, I think it's $26 for 45 servings. One thing that Bulu Box does do is it tells you the prices of everything. So like the two Me Strength containers I got, it's $34 for 30 sticks. So I actually got $2 worth of product there. The Blue Satine, I think it has, how many tablets are in here? 4? Yeah, I have 4 tablets in here. It's $34 for 30 tablets. So I got $4 worth of stuff here. So then we got $6 worth of stuff. The Omega Swirl, this is 45 servings for $26, so just, that's about 50 cents. And then I have 2 other products in here. So let's see. I really am excited about this product. So this is Puricin. It cleans scrapes and wounds without irritation. This unique blend can neutralize even antibiotic-resistant bacteria like MRSA. Replace your antibiotic ointment with Puricin. I have vivid memories of being a kid and my dad putting mercurochrome, I think that's what it's called. It's the red stuff. We always call it the red stuff on my wounds, and it stung like crazy. And I would often like not tell him if I had a bruise because he always wanted to put the red stuff on it, and I hated it and it hurt. And so, especially now my son is 3, we have lots of wounds around my house. Although actually we have less now than we did about half a year ago because he's a bit more coordinated. But especially as the summer comes, we're going to have a lot of skinned knees, and he has eczema, so he scratches his eczema and sometimes has little wounds from that. So having this to clean out the wound if it doesn't hurt, and it's a really nice size sample. So we can really get a good try of this, and it's $28 for an 8-ounce bottle. This is 1.8 ounces. So we got almost, we got almost $3 worth of product right here, which is great. And yeah, I'm excited to try that. That's a really great little product. And then the other thing I'm excited about, that I wanted to open this yesterday, but I didn't because I thought I would open it with you guys, and it's just about lunchtime. So this was perfect. This is a mini meal, and it is Mediterranean snacks, tapas to go. Beat the temptation to hit up the drive-thru with tapas to go. Single serve pouch of lentil crackers paired with protein-rich hummus. This gluten-free, non-GMO mini meal will come to your grumbling tummy's rescue. These are it's $17.94 for a 6-pack of these. So yeah, so I got about, more than $2. This would cost more than $2 on its own. So we're looking at 2, and I am underestimating here. 2, 4, 8. What did I decide on this? Like 50 cents. 8.50, and then this is like 9, 10, 11. So I got more than $10 worth of products in here, which is nice. And then it's also got a bonus, and it says awesome apparel, Highlight athletic apparel. Highlight creates innovative performance apparel for men and women. Bulugans can take 20% off lifetime purchases at highlight.com/BuluBox. Get an additional 25% off your first purchase with this code that has a total of 40% off your first purchase. That's cute. I don't know if I'll do that because I do Fabletics, as you guys know. So I get most of my my fitness gear from them. But this is a cute little box. Again, I think I spent $20 for 2 months worth, if not 3 months worth. Actually, I think it's 3 months worth. So that was a really good deal. I'm glad I tried it. So this comes with this little bag of crackers and a little container. This would actually be a really nice thing to take to work. A little container of hummus. And that is the end of the unboxing portion. I'm going to eat some of this because I would like to review it, and because I know some people find eating relaxing. And I'll let you know what I think about this. But if you don't like watching eating, which I know I don't like watching eating. So, again, a lot of these videos are really hard for me because these are not necessarily things I find relaxing. I watch unboxing videos. I do find unboxing relaxing. So that part I get. I'm not triggered by it, but I do find it relaxing. But eating, I don't find relaxing. So if you don't either, turn it off now. And if you do, then feel free to listen. I will do one fingerful. That is very lemony. It's really good. That's just a hummus. I love hummus. My son loves hummus. I may not eat all of this. I may save some of it for my son. because I think we're actually out of hummus, which we're never out of hummus. But at least the hummus is delicious. That's good noise. And let's see, these are 90 calories. How many calories is this whole thing? Does it tell me? Yes, serving size 1 bowl of hummus. Oh, it gives you separate. So this whole bowl of hummus is 160 calories, and the crackers are 90 calories. So that's actually not a bad lunch. It's a significant amount of calories, so you should be full. More than a snack, but not crazy amounts. That's good. I'm going to try one of the crackers by themselves. And the nice thing is this is gluten-free because it's made with lentil flour. So I don't eat gluten-free, but I find that sometimes limiting the amount of gluten I eat makes me feel a bit more energized. Although I have also read a recent report saying that going gluten-free when you're not, when you don't have celiac, can be a bit dangerous because it's very, very hard to go back to eating gluten again if you go entirely gluten-free, because your stomach can't process it as well. So unless you're ready for the long haul, it might not be a good idea to go completely gluten-free. I'm excited about this lunch. I didn't have to make it. And it's something different that I don't usually eat, and it's good. And it's something that fits in my diet, but yet feels a little bit decadent because it's not what I eat all the time. Yeah, I'm probably going to save a little bit of the hummus at least. My son will just eat hummus with a spoon. So I would love to hear from you guys about what you think about the unboxings. I have certain boxes that I'm going to continue to get, like HelloFresh, probably Graze. I actually got my Splendies box today. So I got 3 new pairs of underwear. And they're cute, cute. And I emailed them because I needed to change my size and I wanted to not get any thongs. You can get your first 3 underwear. This is for women only, unfortunately. For men, there's MeUndies, or there's Man Packs. But for women, MeUndies has underwear for women too, but it's more expensive. You can get 3 pairs of underwear for $8 for your first one, and then it goes up to $12. I believe it's an extra $2 if you don't want a thong. I don't like thongs. My butt's too big for a thong. Not cute. I think even if I lost 10 pounds, my butt would be too big for a thong. Plus, I don't know, once you're out of your 20s, I don't know if you need a thong. Sorry, if you want to wear a thong and you're 60, that's fine with me. I could care less. But the only person I'm trying to impress is my husband. I don't think he cares if I wear a thong or not, so I'm going to wear the most comfortable underwear that don't look like granny panties. But I got that today, and they're really, really, really cute. And it's a fun little subscription to get in the mail, and it's actually something I need. So I'll continue that for a while. But I wonder if you guys are getting bored by me opening a lot of the same boxes. Because there are some that I get that I'm going to continue to get, but I don't have to make videos of them if you're sick of them. Or if you can think of any kind of spin, something you would like from these videos that you're not getting, if there's more information. Also, A lot of subscription box blogs give you the money breakdown of how much your box was worth. I don't usually do that because it does take a lot of research. They do a really, really good job on it. And so I haven't done that just because I'm usually doing these videos on the fly. But because I had the information today, I was able to do that and let you know that this was probably around a $10 box. If you really, really like that, let me know and I'll do it. Whatever you guys want. If you really like the money breakdown, I can do the research, even if I just put it in the description box afterwards. Especially because a lot of other subscription box blogs that I'm reading are doing it, so I could even steal their information. I'm gonna shut up and eat. This is really, really lemony. If you don't like lemony hummus, you won't like it. But I think it's delicious. It's not as garlicky as I usually make it. And I actually don't make hummus much anymore. If I make something like hummus, I make it out of white beans, just so it's got a little bit of a different taste. White bean garlic dip. It's basically hummus. Except with no tahini. I don't use tahini in my dip, and I don't usually have tahini around unless I'm planning on making hummus. So I like the white bean dip recipe I have. And it tastes just like, everybody always asks me who made the hummus. Does it taste just like hummus? It's my standard potluck item because I bake bread. I love to bake bread. And if you think, oh, sorry. Because I'm talking and eating at the same time, went down the wrong pipe. If you think you can't make bread, easiest bread recipe in the universe. You take a cup of water and you put 1.5 tablespoons of yeast in it. You gotta make sure the water is lukewarm. So it should be hot to the touch, but it shouldn't be so hot that you can't put your hands under it. I use just tap water. I just run my hot water until it's right at that spot where it feels warm, feels hot, but it's not going to burn me. I don't need to put cold water in. And so you put 1.5 tablespoons of yeast into that water. Just let it sit. 6 cups of flour, all-purpose white. I sometimes use wheat, but if you use wheat, you want to add like a little bit of honey or sweetener or something. So if you're trying this for the first time, just use white. 1.5 tablespoons of salt. Mix it with the flour. Make a well in the middle of the flour. Pour in your water and yeast. Mix it up. Add 2 more cups of water. And let it sit for about an hour, hour and a half. You can kind of let it sit up however you want. You really want the dough to double. When you're mixing it, you can just mix it with a spoon or you can use your hands, but you don't really want to knead it. You just really want to mix it, although it's pretty thick, so sometimes you need to use your hands to mix it. I usually cover it with a wet washcloth or a wet kitchen towel. Let that rise for an hour. Split that recipe, split the dough in half, and you can put both in bread pan dishes that are greased, or you can, I usually take one out, put it in a bread pan dish, and I put the rest of the bowl of dough into my refrigerator, loosely covered. And then I let the dough in the baking pan rise for another 45 minutes, and then I bake it at 350. And here's what I say with bread. I bake it, I set the timer for 20 minutes, and I look at it. It usually takes about 35 minutes for it to cook, 35 to 40 minutes, but I set it for 20 minutes, and then I set it for 10 minutes more if it looks like it's really not done. And I keep checking on it. That's the big thing with bread. You want it to be brown on the top, but you want to be able to stick a knife in it and pull it out. And honestly, pull it out without it looking moist, because you don't want it moist in the center. And honestly, with bread, if you used a little bit extra water or a little bit less water, as long as if it's a little bit sticky, if your dough feels a little too sticky, it's okay as long as you cook it longer. As long as it's just going to take the center longer to cook and really get cooked through. I have also made bread where the outsides were perfect, the insides were not perfect, so I would bake it in a toaster oven before I would put bread on it, before I put butter on it or jam on it, and it's fine. So I am not one of those perfectionist bakers, but I love making bread. And then the nice thing is that dough that's in your fridge can sit for up to 2 weeks. So I make that loaf of bread, I leave it out on my counter covered with a cloth until it's gone, and right before it's gone, I take the other dough out and I put that in a greased bread pan and I let that sit for probably an hour. I let it sit a little bit longer when it's just come out of the fridge, and then I bake that. And I've got 2 loaves of bread that were really, really easy to make. And if you bring homemade bread, even with something as easy as a white bean dip, to a potluck, you look like you know what you're doing. Where they're actually both really, really easy to make. They just take a little bit of prep. You just need to know that morning that you're going to a potluck. And the nice thing is you make the bread the day before. So let me know if you try that recipe. I'd be really interested. That would be really funny if people made my bread. Make me a video response. Actually, you can't do video responses anymore, I don't think, unless you email them to somebody. So tell me in the comments. Let me know how it goes. Let me know if I steered you wrong. The other thing I've learned about bread has a lot to do with what kind of oven you have. If it's an older oven, it may let in more humidity. Sometimes that's good because it can make your crust crustier. Sometimes I will take my broiler pan and put it underneath my bread on the level underneath, and I will fill it with a cup of water before I put my bread in. It makes the crust crustier. But yeah, I really like this hummus. I'm basically done with it. My only complaint is that there's a lot of little tiny cracker pieces down here that I can't dip in. So I may have to go get one of my own crackers to finish up this hummus. But this would be a really good, healthy snack to take to work. And if you figure $17.94 for 6, so if you're going out to eat for lunch at work, you would save a lot of money by bringing something like this instead. So even if you get an easy lunch. So I hope this wasn't too boring. I really enjoy doing the silly rambles at the end of these, but if they're really, really boring, let me know. But they're fun for me. I feel like I get to connect with you guys a little bit more when I get to just ramble. But all right, guys, this is Bulu Box. I'll put information in the description below, and I hope you guys liked it. Talk to you later. Bye.